going to be a really tiny house, but, well, I'll make it a little bit bigger. Do I want this to keep going this way, or... You know what? I'll do it in a weird way, because I'm just thinking about how it doesn't make sense to do, say, like a New York City grid for this town. Just having the paths kind of go wherever and having buildings wherever probably makes a lot more sense. It would probably look better, as opposed to just everything being kind of straight. I feel like the game, I feel like the game kind of encourages you to think that way, given the nature of the game. But yeah. I have to get rid of these trees too. Oh. Shit. This is going to be a problem. May just have to cover that up. Okay, well, now we have a lot more space all of a sudden. You know what? I'll make it a little bit bigger. And I think we are almost out of stone. Okay, so, and this can go this way. What is this? Thing that can be filled in. Okay, so let me do a quick rundown, because I think all my thoughts have been not really that coherent. So, on this side of the tunnel, there'll be this village that will have probably a barracks right here that will act as the, like, military force over here. And then there's going to be a bunch of different buildings that will be a mixture of, I guess, like, houses and shops and that kind of stuff. I did very much underestimate the size of this area, but I think in this general town area, I think having building there, a house there, probably something right here, and then maybe a couple more houses there, and then something or two things on the water. I think that makes sense for what you could call the center of the town. And then maybe have a couple of things a little bit further away from town, like have a thing right there, have maybe something on top of the hill that's over here. I think that would probably make sense and pretty much convey the exact idea of everything here. I don't think this whole area needs to be some developed town, especially at the moment. But I think it would be a pretty decent start. Just unfortunately, it's a bit of a pain in the ass to work under these conditions. Because I really do need to get some more stone to keep doing this. So what I'll do is I will carve out a little bit more of the paths, and then we will move on to the next thing, because I do need to save a little bit of my stone for that. And actually, right under here I think would be a good place for some kind of a building. And I will figure out something here later, because it has kind of occurred to me that the building that is on this corner should probably be something kind of important. Either... well, let me think. What would go in a town? I guess you need your bakery. On the outskirts there'll be, like, some farms probably. This square could be, well, rectangle, but this town square could be where stuff gets sold at. A market would probably be useful as well. Hell, someone could probably have a farm, like a small farm right here in the middle of the town. Maybe I can put some of the sheep in there. But, okay, I think this at least gives a little bit of a plan for what this area should look like. Yeah. And not all the buildings are going to be made out of stone. Like, this one probably will be, but I think it'll just be a stone foundation with wooden buildings on top, mostly, which is kind of why I need to do all of the, like, tree cutting and burning and all of that before building anything. Or maybe I should do stone walls, but then wooden roofs. That might make a lot more sense. Okay, well, now that it is the next day, let's go ahead and move on to the next spot. Alright, we're back at the disgraceful building. So I talked about this a few videos ago, where... oh wow, actually this looks a lot better having all these trees around here. It's a shame I'm going to have to cut a lot of them down to make space, but an idea that I had... actually, speaking of, I'll go ahead and break this sapling, because this will probably be about where the center of the town is. An idea that I had was to pretty much have it where there was going to be a town that was by the Rook. With the idea pretty much coming down to people living around here, and then some, like, having guard duty at the Rook Tower. You know, standard military stuff. The town that exists because the military is here. So it's an outpost, but they've developed their own community and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so imagine if I were to clear out some of this, looking at a town that would be right about there. I think it ends up making some sense. Now, what I might end up doing, though, is going ahead and just having some random houses that are sort of far from the town. I think maybe a... house that is probably about this big would be fine. And then maybe have a little extension. Yeah. So from there you have a path here that goes this way. And then here we are presented with the next house that ended up being built on this path as well. Alright, so path from there goes this way. This house is on the path as well. Then there'll be a path going this way, which logically means there needs to be another house that's about here. The next house, actually, there could probably be a path that goes, suck, but yeah, there could probably be a path that kind of goes in this direction. The idea is sort of being that there's just a few houses that are right off of this. These are going to be kind of smaller houses as well, because they're going to be sort of in the town, I guess. I should have put torches around the place. Oh, cool. Well, this almost clears out an entire space for a house now. Okay, well, I can't really do much right now, so we're gonna have to kind of call it here for this project. Again, you can kind of see the idea, I guess. So, house, 2 houses, another house. Oh my god, there's so many of these